time for another Tricks of the Trade Tuesdays, and I drew the short straw, so I have to give you a brief introduction on what a tech week looks like from a stage manager's point of view. But if you saw my video last week, then you know that I don't like doing videos without visual aids. So I gathered some figurines here, and because I'm moving and doing some organizing, and you know how you do, you go through things and you find things you just didn't know you had. So I have these little figurines here. You can see they're the cast of The Simpsons, but from the Clue game. I also have Harry Potter here. They're gonna help me tell the story of Tech Week from a stage manager's perspective. So you get your little cast of characters together here, and you get to Tech Week. You've spent weeks working on a show. You're ready for lights. You're ready for sound. You're on set, everything's going great. So that starts first. You start out with a paper tech, and we're going to use Krusty for the paper tech. Paper tech is when you, the stage manager, sit down with the lighting designer and the sound designer and the technical director, as well as director, and hammer out where cues are going to go, and how to put them in your script. You get ready cues, you get all kinds of stuff. You essentially set your prompt booked up for success for the show, because you're going to run it. Now at RLT, the sound designer and the lighting designer and the technical director are all the same person usually, and that's Mr. Chad Sweet. And him and the director have usually gone through this, so paper tech is usually a very simple and very quick event. Then you get into a dry tech, and a dry tech is, well, we'll say it's Marge here. A dry tech is when you and maybe the crew and your director and the TD get together and you run the show without the cast. You see where any problems might happen, if there's scene changes. You kind of want to hammer certain things out tech-wise before you get the cast on stage, because it helps when you get to cue to cue. Then you get to cue to cue, and that'll be Lisa here. And cue to cue is essentially exactly that. You go from cue to cue, lighting wise or sound wise, if it happens to affect actions more than just transition music. And you see where people are, you see if you need to refocus lights, if everybody's lit properly, if then you maybe needs more light backstage or during a scene change, if somebody's coming on stage in the dark. And that helps you to familiarize yourself with the show, familiarize the actors with the show, and if it's a tech-heavy show, kind of solidify things that maybe you didn't have before in dry tech or paper tech. Then you get to your first dress, and we're going to use Smithers as a maid here. And that's essentially you running the board as a stage manager, and it really becomes your responsibility at that point to make it what it is. You've set up backstage, you have props tables, your ASMs, and maybe your stagehands know exactly what they're going to be doing, and your cast, everybody's ready to go. This is your moments to tighten up the show and get everything really ready for your opening night. And that's pretty much Tech Week. But I forgot to use two little figurines here. So I'm gonna say that Harry Potter here, Lego Harry Potter, he is the things that could go wrong in Tech Week. The lights may not work one night, or you may get sound cues that don't load correctly. He's the monkey wrench, essentially. And then you have Bart here. We'll say he's your unknown factor, which is the audience. You don't know what that looks like until preview night, and preview night usually is your cast's and your crew's chance to put a show up in front of an audience without it being so serious. There's room for mistakes. There's room for things to grow a little bit. It gives people an idea of how people are going to react to jokes and pauses, and it helps them really to tighten things up and understand what it feels like to perform the show in front of an audience. That's all I have to say about stage managers and Tech Week and what it looks like from their perspective. I hope you guys are enjoying these and keep following us and liking us. Thanks, everybody.